Okay guys, on this 2009 Pontiac G5 GT, I wasn't even going to record this, but then I realized there's probably some of you out there that don't even know where these things are located, if you're not a mechanic or don't know very much about cars. And this is something that, whether you know much about cars or not, that you could fix yourself. The car was running pretty rough, and I got a check engine light for position A camshaft sensor. It says it's very common, a very common code on these G5s, and that the fix for it is to replace the VVT solenoids. And after doing a little research online, that seemed to be true to me as well, that a lot of people were having problem with these VVT solenoids. Now, one of the things a lot of people said was that sometimes you'll get those codes for the VVT solenoids, and it's not even the VVT solenoids, it just needs an oil change, because apparently people abuse these engines and don't change their oil. So if you're having that problem, you're having that code, the first thing I would do is, if you haven't changed your oil in a while, I would change your oil. If that doesn't clear it up, then these right here are the VVT solenoids. Now, they were right here inside this engine, you know, on top, just like this, and screwed in, you know, down there in that hole, and pushed in, of course. And the black one was here, and the gray one was in the front. Now, as you can tell, see that separation there, and the fact that this one completely broke when I pulled it out. These definitely 100% were stock. They've been in here since the car was built, and those things were wore slam out. So I have no shadow of no doubt that my VVT solenoids were bad. So I got lucky with this. Even though this one broke off, I was able to get a pair of pliers around this bottom part, and luckily it just pulled right up. So if y'all get, you know, you're stuck, I hope you have as good luck as I did. Otherwise it could be hard to get the bottom piece out. But the way they're built, I still don't think you'd have too hard of a time getting it out. But that's what it looks like without the VVT solenoids. This is what the old VVT solenoids look like, and this is what the new VVT solenoids look like. And then of course there's the gray one. So it's literally just a one bolt. It's a 10 millimeter. You take that bolt out, take the VVT solenoid out, clean it up, pop this one down in there, tighten it down with the bolt, and that's it. You're good to go. Now, you will need to clear your engine code, but other than that, unless it's a permanent code, if it's a permanent code, then the car will clear it itself. But if you have any temporary codes, you'll want to clear those. So anyway, that's literally it. I'm going to put these in after I clean that up a little bit, and tighten them down, plug them in, and then crank the car back up. Okay, so I put a very small amount of oil around that O-ring just to help it, help lubricate it to get it in. I don't know how well y'all can see this. I'm just putting that in there and just kind of wiggling it down. Okay, there we go. Now it's fully seated, so all I got to do is tighten that bolt down. I've already put the exhaust side in. This is the intake side. So now all I got to do is take this 10 millimeter and tighten it down. Okay, and that's it. With both of them in, tightened down, plugged in. I mean, this literally, if I wasn't videoing, would have took me 4 or 5 minutes at the most. So, if that. I mean, I bet you I could have done it in 3. Very simple job. So if y'all ever have to do this, don't let it scare you. Definitely don't take it to the mechanic and pay them a few $100s. It's a job you can do yourself. You can get these VVT solenoids quite easily. Local parts store. You can even order them online if you're not scared of getting some possibly inferior product from China. Of course, you know, some of the parts stores, that's what you're getting from them anyway. But anyway, everything's together. We're going to crank it up, see how she runs. You got to crank back up after installing those VVT solenoids. I don't know if y'all can hear the difference, but this thing was surging at idle. Definitely sounded like it had a misfire. Idling well, sounds so much better. Those VVT solenoids, that sure was a cheap fix. So happy. Alright, go ahead and take this thing down the road now. Alright guys, if y'all like this video, please give us a like, thumbs up. Please share it, you know, and definitely subscribe to the channel. We're a small channel, but we're steadily putting out content, and we do all things cars. And we're going to be doing some Gambler 500 stuff. We're going to be doing some mini bike builds. We're going to be doing all kinds of stuff. So subscribe to us and follow us, and we'll put out some good content for you to watch. We appreciate all the support. Thanks.